Risk is a spectrum. I'm sorry. I'm young. I don't have health problems. I live alone, so I don't put anyone else at risk.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Dr. Mike, you scrappy little fella. This is the guy that was browbeating everyone that wanted to, I don't know, have a job and make sure they could put food on their table during this crazy pandemic time. And then he's out there partying down. And then if you watch his, his apology is cringeworthy. He doesn't say he's sorry right off the bat. He waits all the way 3/4 into his video. Goes, I'm sorry because I'm really sorry for all the people that follow me and all this stuff. Not the other people that he goes. I'm just sorry that the people are using this to go against what I'm saying. It's like, you know what? You're a hypocrite. Go F yourself. Kuehl, Varash, whatever, aka Dr. Mike, was photographed on a boat, maskless with a group of women in Florida for his 31st birthday, despite also urging millions of his followers to social distance and wear a mask during a pandemic. But he didn't. Again, leads credence to what I've been saying. They know something that we don't know. I don't know what that is. But as time goes on, we'll find out. He uploaded an apology to his second channel, Dr. Mike Clips, 59,000 subscribers, but not his main YouTube channel, 6.5 million subscribers. Despite his attempt to keep his apology away from most of his subscribers, his video is still trending on YouTube in the top 10. There's pictures of that. Imagine my shock. And from the judicial part of this equation, Williamson County judge pleads guilty for violating his own stay-at-home order, will pay $1,000 fine. In exchange for a guilty plea, 2 charges related to the incident, abuse of official capacity and official oppression, are being dropped. And they shouldn't. He's a judge. He knows better. But, of course, some people are more equal than others. Williamson County Judge Bill Gravell pleaded guilty to a misdemeanor Tuesday for violating his own stay-at-home order this spring and will pay $1,000 fine, court documents show. During the stay-at-home order in April, Gravell was caught on camera going to his grandson's birthday party wearing firefighting equipment from the county, an act for which the fire chief later apologized because he provided a suit to the judge that he could not provide for everyone. The order, issued in March, seized all public and private gatherings outside a household or apartment unit, closed all non-essential businesses, and asked residents not to travel on public transportation unless it was for essential activities. Residents faced threats of jail time or fines if they left their homes for anything other than essential business. The incident prompted the appointment of a special prosecutor, Milam County Director or District Attorney Bill Torrey, and an investigation by the Texas Rangers. Torrey's office said it could not comment on the case since it was unresolved. Bill Hines, Gravell's lawyer, said Gravell is the only person in the county to be prosecuted for violating the stay-at-home order. He does accept responsibility, Hines said. He made a mistake as a grandfather. Doesn't matter. He made a mistake as a sitting judge violating his own frickin' order. He's paying the maximum penalty for that. In exchange for the Piltigee, I've already discussed that. Williamson County, located north of Austin, has had just over 1,100 COVID-19 cases in the last 2 weeks. While I carry the heavy public burden of guiding the policies that best protect our citizens, I'm also a husband, father, and grandfather, Gravell said in a statement. It was the role that I visited my 5-year-old grandson at his birthday party. Papa Bill made an error in judgment that County Judge Gravell deeply regrets. Really? Do you regret it? Would you have the same sort of, discretion if someone else violated it? Even though you're the only person to withstand this fine. Would you have the same compassion for somebody else visiting their family member for their birthday party? I think not, you goddamn hypocrite. And LA County Supervisor dines at restaurant hours after voting to ban outdoor dining. Imagine my shock. Santa Monica, California. Protesters gathered outside the home of LA County Supervisor Sheila Cool. Okay. On Tuesday, after a Fox 11 report revealed hours after she voted to ban outdoor dining, she dined outdoors herself. Just hours after LA County Supervisor Sheila Cool voted to ban the outdoor dining at LA County's 31,000 restaurants over COVID-19 safety concerns, she visited a restaurant in Santa Monica where she dined outdoors, Fox 11 learned on Monday. Interesting. Again, this goes back to they must know something that the normal public doesn't know, or they just don't care. Fox 11 received multiple tips that shortly after her vote on Tuesday, Cool was seen dining outside at Il Forno Trattoria in Santa Monica, an Italian restaurant, no shit, near her house that she has previously described as her favorite restaurants. When Fox 11 investigates reporter Bill, God, we get some normal names here, Bill Mulligan, stopped by the restaurant to ask Cool's visit, managers told him they didn't want to get involved. I wouldn't either. And they have no comment. And they shouldn't. She did dine at al fresco at Il Forno on the very last day it was permissible. Doesn't matter. Leaves a bad taste in your mouth, and it's also bad optics. She loves Il Forno and has been saddened to see it, like so many restaurants, suffer from a decline in revenue. She ate there taking appropriate precautions and sadly will not dine there again until our public health orders permit. Oh, okay. Well, after I dine there, then no one else can. I'm not either. You just got caught there, chica, I guess. During Tuesday's LA County Board of Supervisors meeting, Kuehl referred to outside dining as the most dangerous situation over what she described as a risk of tables, unmasked patrons potentially exposing their servers to the coronavirus. Now imagine that there, boys and girls out in Lasso Land. So she said she was permissible to dine on that day before it was not permissible. So the virus knows that the day prior to the banning of outdoor dining, it was okay. The coronavirus wasn't going to kill you. But the next day it was going to. I see. Mm-hmm. This is a serious health emergency. We must take it seriously, Kuehl said. Well, you didn't. The servers are not protected from us, and they're not protected from their other tables, and they're serving at their particular time, plus all hours in which they are working. Kuehl went on to vote in support of restricting outdoor dining in Los Angeles County, which passed by a 3-2 margin of the Board of Supervisors. Kuehl's visit to the restaurant came before the outdoor dining ban took effect on Wednesday evening, but her decision likely to draw criticism for those who have grown frustrated with elected officials taking a hypocritical approach to what they have preached. As Kuehl dined at the restaurant, a mere hours after she said doing such thing was unsafe and could contribute to a surge in COVID-19 cases. LA County Supervisor Janice Hahn, who strongly opposed the decision to ban the outdoor dining, reacted to our report on Fox 11. Okay. We have to remember, copy editor people, that we are in public office are held to a very high standard, as we should be. And one of those things I'm realizing with some of those new restrictions, if we cannot garner the trust of the public to be with us in this fight, with the virus, then we've lost a big battle. And I'm feeling that how now 9 months into this, we're beginning to lose the trust of the public. You've already lost it there, ma'am. Michael Voltaggio is a local restaurant owner who is stunned by Kuehl's decision. I'm not stunned. They're hypocrites. That sends a message that we're getting direction from people that aren't really believing in messages they're making. Amen, brother. Voltaggio tells Fox 11, for me, it's just proof of the continuous hypocrisy and just a lack of leadership and an education as to what's happening right now in sort of shoot from the hip mentality that's not doing anyone or anybody any good. Wazaya Citrin also owns multiple restaurants across LA County. Citrin said, I'm like, wait a minute, restaurants are so dangerous, but you're going to go out and eat in a restaurant? I mean, it just blows me away. Kuehl has declined our repeated requests for a comment, and you should keep that up, Miss Kuehl. And finally, Denver Mayor Michael Hancock travels on a plane for Thanksgiving days after urging residents to stay home. Again, leading credence back to they must know something we don't know, or they know that it's not as bad as it is led on. Who knows? I'm not making any comment here about that. You can basically, live your life as you see fit. Follow your local guidelines. Even though local politicians do not follow those same guidelines, you can do what you want. Follow guidelines, wear a mask, whatever. Okay, Susan Wabbajack. Okay, I'm not violating any YouTube guidelines. Maybe that was a violation. I don't know. God. Denver Mayor Michael Hancock traveled on a plane to visit family. Wait a minute. I thought it was dangerous to visit family that's not in your immediate household. Interessante. This comes on a day he tweeted, "Stay home as much as you can, unless you're Denver Mayor Hancock." Hancock issued the following statement regarding his personal Thanksgiving travel. "I fully acknowledge that I've urged everyone to stay home and avoid unnecessary travel." I think this would qualify as unnecessary travel there, Mr. Hancock. "I've shared how my family canceled our plans for a traditional multi-household Thanksgiving celebration. What I did not share, but I should have, is that my wife and daughter have been in Mississippi, where my daughter recently took a job. As a holiday approach, I decided it would be safer for me to travel to see them than to have two family members travel back to Denver." What? 6 in one, half dozen the other. "I recognize my decision has disappointed many who believe it would have been better to spend Thanksgiving alone." You could have done that there, Mr. Hancock. You could have Zoom called it there. As a public health official whose conduct is rightly scrutinized for the message it sends to others, I apologize to the residents of Denver who see my decision as conflicting with the guidance to stay at home for all but essential travel. And again, it does there, chucklehead. "I made my decision as a husband and father. For those who are angry and disappointed, I humbly ask you to forgive decisions that are born of my heart and not my head." Would you have that same forgiveness, if you will, for other people who may have violated stay-at-home orders, maybe, perhaps? I think not, you knucklehead. Hancock's office released a statement to CBS 4 before the mayor tweeted his response. As he has shared, the mayor is not hosting his traditional large family dinner this year, but instead traveling alone to join us. Oh God, these excuses from these politicians are just freaking annoying. Anyways, you get the point. The city and county of Denver entered into level red. Ooh, that sounds scary, doesn't it? On the state's COVID-19 dial last week into the severe risk category. Hancock appeared at the news conference with Governor Jared Polis on Friday and said, "We need everyone to stay home, unless you're a mayor who's a husband and father traveling to Mississippi." During the news conference, he pleaded with residents to stay home during the coming weeks, saying, "We are about to enter the hardest phase of the coronavirus pandemic." And again, this goes to show you, and my response to this is, imagine my shock. Imagine my shock that a politician says one thing for you to do, and then he does the complete opposite. Doctors partying down in Florida telling you to not do it, but he can, and giving a really stupid, ridiculous excuse for it. "Oh, they pulled up and had a party ready for me, and I checked the boating guidelines." Boating guidelines? You think the boating guidelines, that the coronavirus sort of checks that out, makes sure, "Oh, the boating guidelines. Okay, that's cool." So you're going to tell us, all you politicians and medical professionals, to do one thing, and then you do the other thing. Let me just say this. You are all hypocritical pieces of human trash. And you can go straight to frickin' hell.